Welcome back to the ScoopDuck YouTube channel. I'm Max Torres. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be coming out with new videos every week. Today I sit down with 4-star 2021 Oregon quarterback commit Ty Thomson out of Arizona. Without further ado, let's get into the interview. I'm joined now by Ty Thomson out in Arizona. Ty, thanks so much for joining us today, man.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. So just, starting things out, what have you been up to these days now that we're all, kind of in quarantine and things are a little weird now?
Working out every day, every morning, making sure I get that in, and then really hang out most of the day until I have to either work or do nothing for the rest of the night. So I make sure I get a workout in, and then the rest of the day is kind of up in the air.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's definitely good to, be productive off the top of the day and you can kind of hang your hat on that and you know that that's finished. What have your, workouts kind of been like? What have you been focusing on?
They've been pretty similar as when I was in before quarantine and stuff like that. My neighbor was actually nice enough to let me use his gym or whatever in his house. So I've been lucky to have a decent little weight room so I can get some solid workouts in.
Awesome. Always good to have that neighbor that can help you out. What is your height and weight looking like right now?
Right now I'm 6'4" and I'm about like 215.
Okay, awesome. Working on the build. And so kind of how I want to do this is we'll start off focusing on Oregon, and then I think we'll kind of take it big picture um, with this. So on the topic of Oregon, why did you choose to commit to Oregon? Was there a number two or like a school that was kind of right up there fighting with the Ducks?
Yeah, I had a few top schools. At the end, it was a really tough decision because all the coaches and all the recruiters and that stuff made it really hard for me. Super nice people everywhere. So, but Oregon just kind of stood out with the fit and the culture and just everything. The love they showed me when I was there, and how they treated me, all that stuff. Is just I felt like there was no other place that I'd rather spend 4 or 5 years playing football. So that's why Oregon was just a place for me.
Yeah, we hear a lot about the the culture, the family atmosphere. Is there, any one particular aspect that you would say made Oregon different from other schools or something that stood out to you when you were on that visit?
Yeah, you kind of just touched on it. Like the culture and family atmosphere was really just outstanding. They made me feel like I would be home basically for 4 or 5 years while I'm there, and they would take care of me, and obviously we play some high level football and win some games. So it just felt like the perfect place for me.
Very cool. Well, I'm glad you found that fit and you feel comfortable with them. If you could, just take us back a little bit to your commitment day. How did that process go down, and how did you go about, telling the staff and breaking the news?
Yeah, so I called Coach Cristobal and Coach Moorhead March 15th. I let them know, hey, I'm coming to Oregon. I'm going to Oregon. And then I waited a day and then made it public March 16th, and then made sure I let every other school that had recruited me and all that stuff know that I was my plans were to go to Oregon, and the rest is history.
Very cool. Very cool. March 15th, a day that we'll all remember.
Yes, sir.
Um, we talk about the coaches. Who would you say you're closest with on the staff, and what do you like about him?
I'd say I'm closest with Coach Moorhead. Just he's a really cool guy. He's a really knowledgeable football coach. Knows everything that he's talking about is at a high level. He's planning on taking the offense to the next level this year. And I'm really excited to see all that the success that they have this coming year. Hopefully the season goes as planned. But yeah, no, he's a really good guy, really down to earth guy. Makes you feel loved and at home and like I'm a part of his family. So shout out Coach Moorhead.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited to see what he does. With the past experiences at Penn State and Mississippi State, I think it can hopefully take it to a new level. Now that you have your decision made, what is it? What was it like? Going through the recruiting process. Some people really enjoy it; they like all the attention, and some people, they just want to get it over with. And I know because it can be a pretty stressful process.
Yeah, it was. towards the end, it was getting a little bit more stressful, but the whole time I kind of kept the mentality that this is just a once in a lifetime opportunity for me, and I'm so blessed and thankful for all the opportunities that I had. Um, I'm living a kid's dream right now, and it was towards the end. It was getting a little bit much, a little hectic, but I always kind of tried to stay level-headed and keep my eyes above the water and make sure I'm making the right decision for me and my family and for the rest of my life. So at the end of the day, it just happened to be Oregon. So
Sweet. Yeah, it seems like, you're very mature and you kind of handled it the best way that you knew how. Um, now that your recruitment's pretty much over, it doesn't always end, when people commit, a lot of schools, might still be calling guys. So are schools still recruiting you? If so, what are you telling them? What are those conversations like?
I wouldn't say they're like recruiting me. There's a few coaches like from LSU that still text me or whatever. And I'm not really showing them any interest or whatever. I'm committed to Oregon, and I've told them that. So, but yeah, no, my recruitment shut down. I'm 100% going to Oregon. So,
Awesome. I'm sure Duck fans will like to hear that. Um, we're all trying to look towards the future, when sports are going to come back. We're all missing that. So speaking of that, do you have any visit plans that you're working on right now that you're hoping to take when things open up?
I don't have any plans set yet. I'd love to get out for a game or two this year. Probably take an official during the season or just after the season or whatever. Hoping all goes as planned. So, but yeah, no, I'd love to get out for a game or two this year for sure.
Very cool. Yeah, it's a special place, Eugene. Um, talking about visits and kind of future plans. Um, you still haven't even started your senior year, but at this time, do you think you have any plans to graduate early or enroll early? I know some recruits try to do that.
Yeah, I'm actually doing that. I've made the decision. Taking my online classes here in the next week. So, yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, very cool. So, I mean, I feel like a lot of us don't necessarily know what goes into graduating early. Like, we're just, focused on, oh, this guy's going to be here early, great. But does that kind of put more stress on you, having to, we'll have your summer and your workouts going on, but you'll also be taking those classes to try to, get things moving a little bit?
I'd say there's a little bit more stress just because I'm not used to having school in the summer, especially not online. But it's it's uh, it's worth it. I feel like getting there and getting your feet wet in the college football experience, and being a little bit ahead of the game as far as knowing the offense and stuff like that. So it could be a little bit stressful. I hope it's not, but it might be. I don't know. I'll have to see.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. I'll be taking some summer classes myself, so I'll be there with you. Um, we talked about Joe Moorhead and the offense a little bit. I feel like you're a little bit more dual threat of a quarterback than we've kind of seen in the past. So on that topic, how do you feel that your play style kind of meshes with the Ducks offense and maybe what Coach Joe Moorhead wants to do?
I feel like I fit perfectly in the offense. That's one of the things that was so appealing to me about what he was saying in the meetings that I sat in. Just how they're gonna open up the offense a little bit more, run the quarterbacks just a little bit more, and just have a very dynamic RPO game, just straight passing game, play action pass stuff. So he's gonna do a lot of special things this year, and I'm really excited to see how successful they are this year, and how successful I could potentially be in the future. So.
Very nice. Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to see what we can do too, seeing some new changes in the offense. You're excited to get to Oregon. You're going to be getting there as soon as humanly possible, it sounds like. So what kind of legacy do you want to leave at Oregon? We've had quarterbacks like Marcus Mariota, Justin Herbert. Those are some pretty big names to follow. So how do you feel about that?
I'd like to kind of make my own name, feel like I left my own legacy kind of thing. Marcus Mariota and Justin Herbert did leave huge legacies that are hard to live up to as an Oregon quarterback. But that's kind of the goal, is to set my own standard, leave my own legacy, and hopefully be one of the greats like them, be in the conversation of names with Joey Harrington and Bill Musgraves and all them. So yeah, hopefully just leave my legacy just like all those other greats.
Cool. I'm hoping you can do that. what would you say you are most excited for when you do end up getting to Oregon out of all the aspects that come with, becoming a college football player?
I'd say that's actually tough. Most exciting. Um, Probably getting to live on my own, being like responsible for myself. I feel like the freedom is going to be fun. Having to kind of take care of myself and deal with all my own stuff. Like take care of myself in the classroom and on the field and in the weight room and in the meeting rooms and all that stuff is going to be all me. So it's going to be pretty cool. Seeing how well I can take care of myself. That's pretty something I look forward to.
Awesome. Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment to make. I just graduated, but it feels like I just, moved into my dorm freshman year. So enjoy it for sure. On the topic of the class of 2021, are you staying in touch with any of the other guys that are committed in your class? How's that going?
Yeah, actually, we have a group chat. We hit each other up a few times a week or whatever. We're talking and stuff like that. So those are my guys. We're actually getting pretty close. So hopefully we can have a little bit of chemistry by the time we come in, start playing football and working with each other. So yeah, those are my guys for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's cool to have technology like this to, be able to try and stay in touch with people when we're in a time when we can't physically be around people. Um, so now that you're a member of the 2021 class for Oregon, are there any 2021 recruits that you're hoping, maybe join you in Eugene?
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few receivers. Dante Thornton, Xavier Worthy, Troy Franklin, tight end the Maliki. He's a really good player. A few O linemen. Bryce Foster's obviously a big one. So there's a few good players that I'm hoping that'll jump on. Denzel Burke actually from out in Arizona. He's a pretty good player. So yeah, there's a few guys that I hope that I know have high uh, feelings about Oregon. So hopefully they join us in Eugene.
Well, cool. We'll have to stay tuned to see what happens there. Just a couple more for you here, Ty, and I'll get you out of here. So you talked about Arizona, obviously being from Arizona. Picked up Jonah Miller last week. Bram obviously joined the fold. So Oregon has 3 of the top 5 players from the state now. What's your relationship like with them, and how does it feel to have those guys coming with you from home?
That's pretty cool. I didn't even expect anything like this. I was kind of thinking I was going to be coming in alone, and I know a few of the guys. I've seen them around and heard of them because they're big time names out here in Arizona. So I'll definitely be getting closer with them, so we can have like a little bit of chemistry, especially being a lineman and stuff like that. So it's actually a pretty cool thing having the Arizona represent Oregon, well, and having a good class coming with that. We're good players, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like especially with Oregon, getting Arizona guys this class, we're really seeing, Arizona, the image of Arizona football, elevate, and we're seeing that they've got some great players like yourself. Being a quarterback, you have to do a ton of different things, manage the offense. You're the coach out there on the field, lots of responsibilities. What would you say is your favorite part of playing the position?
I think it's being in control, like you said, having to be a coach on the field. I've always been kind of a leader in any type of way since I was little. So I always want the ball in my hands every play, and I'm glad I can be the quarterback so I can do that. Being able to control the offense and have everyone on the same page and make sure everything's running smoothly and it's all on my shoulders. That's kind of what I like about it. Being able to be the person that everyone's looking to in the offense. So I like that about it.
Cool. Yeah, it's definitely a unique position. I'm looking forward to seeing it play once we kind of get back to normal here. What would you say you're looking forward to the most after quarantine ends? Because I know this is a weird time for everybody, so there's got to be something you're missing.
My gym actually just opened back up, I think today. So I'm hoping to get back, in the gym, not just in the garage working out. So I miss my gym workouts. I'm hoping to get out to Oregon here soon. as soon as this stuff, clears up. So, yeah, those are just a few things, but yeah.
Cool, cool. Well, last thing for you here, Ty. Duck fans are anxious to get you on campus and to see you put on the green and yellow. Is there anything that you'd like to say to the Duck fans out there watching?
Just be ready for some fun. It'll be a show for sure. By the time we get there, class of 21 is going to be the best class we've ever had. Hopefully, best class in the pack. Hopefully this year. So just be ready for some fun. Be ready for a show for sure.
Well, awesome. There you heard it here first. Be ready for some fun. Well, Ty Thompson, 2021 Oregon commit. Thank you so much for your time here today, Ty, and stay healthy and stay safe, and best to the family.
Of course, thank you. Same to you.